Hello,
Hi.
everyone.
We live?
Are we live? Oh, here we go.
Oh, no.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. We are live from
Wellington!
We are in Wellington, New Zealand. So welcome to our live here in beautiful capital city of New Zealand. So yay. This is, if you guys don't know already, this is the most southern capital in the world. So we are like most southern capital in the world, which is really cool. So welcome. Let us know where you're watching from. We did something on Instagram yesterday and asked everyone where they're from, and I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. We got all these different responses from everywhere, and it was really cool. And one person messaged us and asked the girls the question, what was their most favorite memory as a child, their childhood memory. So I was asking the girls that this morning, and they're going to share that with you. But first, we're going to go through everything. Let us know if you have any questions. We also want to welcome any brand new subscribers to our channel. Every day we get new subscribers, so we want to welcome you guys and give you a quick little story about who we are and what we're doing here. So we're originally from Canada, and we live in the country of Switzerland, which is in Europe, and it's absolutely beautiful over there. And we travel around the world making really cool videos for you guys on YouTube. And just before COVID hit, we were in the country of, well, we were in Sri Lanka, right, girls? Yeah. And things were kind of happening fast. There was like rumors of borders closing and stuff. So we did this mad dash to get here to New Zealand, which in the end ended up being a fantastic move because it is a country that is COVID-free, if you can imagine. So there's no cases of the coronavirus, and we can freely roam, which means we are not wearing masks. There's no social distancing. Everything is open, and it is absolutely fantastic. So here, hey, I'm just watching. You're from Oregon. Very cool.
Chicago, Ohio.
Hey, Germany, Liverpool. Awesome. Huntington Beach, California. That is so cool. Kia ora. That's how they say hello here. Did you guys know that the second language here is Maori, and we're learning some slang words, eh, girls?
Yes, like sweet as, I'm full as, I'm knackered, got my jandals, got my gum boots.
You gotta explain what they are.
On and on.
So what are gum boots?
Yeah.
Does anyone know what a gum boot is? Gum boots are your rubber boots. And when you say I'm knackered, what does that mean?
You're really tired or you're just out of it.
Yeah. And what does it mean? So they say, like, if they're full, they'll go, oh, I'm full as.
And if something's really good, they'll say sweet as. Sweet as is a...
And we're all like, the very first time we heard that was in the country of Nicaragua, and we were like, you're sweet as what? It was really funny. Oh, cool.
Well, we're staying at these decks of cards with the Kiwi slang and as well as like Maori phrases to learn, so it's pretty cool.
They're right there.
Yeah, it's really neat. So we're staying in a home exchange. Again, we're in, these are the cards, yeah. These are so cool. You can learn lingo and pick up a language
Kiwi slang
as you're playing a deck of cards. So pretty cool, huh? Yeah, so in this beautiful city of Wellington, we had no idea what to expect because we were expecting it to be, well, like most capital cities. And how would you describe it, girls?
Well, before as well, people told us it's going to be so cold and windy, so we were like, oh boy, it's going to be really cold. But the entire time we've been here, we've had like perfect weather almost.
Yeah, I think we've
really
had
nice
2 days.
Skies.
Blue skies.
Hardly any wind, blue skies, yeah.
Hardly any wind. Well, today is... like, you can hear the wind,
okay,
actually.
so today there's a lot of wind.
It's really windy outside.
But
we'll show you. But it's beautiful.
There's kite surfers.
There's kite surfers out there. There's surfers out there. We can see, like, the bay. So we will show you in about, like, a few more minutes here what it looks like.
And it's been, like, a while since we've been in a city, so it's nice to have that.
Someone's watching from Dunedin. We didn't make it to that far south of New Zealand. So the beauty of being here during COVID is that the rest of the borders have obviously shut down, which means we can fully experience pretty much all that New Zealand has to offer. So we're really taking our time. We're discovering every single little piece there is, and it's really cool. In Wellington, capital city. I'm going to show you because it's not what you probably envision if you're from a different country. That's not at least what I envision. And it's a really cool city. It's kind of like all these little bumps everywhere.
Almost, you know,
Like
San Francisco, how it's up on hills and the houses are like that. It's pretty hilly.
It's
here.
super
And
hilly.
it's kind of like Cape Town, where it's like kind of like vast.
And Cape Town was pretty windy as well.
Yeah, it was.
So it was like Cape Town.
And because you have the ocean, so yeah, it kind of reminds us of South Africa a little bit, but
And then there's like
the pockets are really cool because you have to go over a hill and then into another one and then over another one. I'll show you in a sec. It's really nice. So go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I don't know, like just like the city in general. It's like, and then you have like downtown city, which is like being in a city, which is nice.
So we have someone that says greetings from Mexico. Should we practice some Spanish?
Sí.
¿Quieres que hablamos en español un poquito? Oh no. We should try.
Yeah, I forgot.
Should we try? Let's try for a second. We'll all in our very best say some Spanish words because someone made a comment the other day and they're like, shame on you. You should be like speaking Spanish. And I'm like, okay, we'll try. So here we go. Let's have a conversation. Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Estamos bien? Estamos en Nueva Zelandia. No sé cómo
Sí,
dice en español. ¿Está bien? Sí. ¿Qué más? Nos gusta el idioma español.
Sí. We're watching. Nos vemos.
Nos vemos. Vemos, sí.
En
Película. No es película,
no
es
es
TV show. ¿Qué es? Series.
Series.
Sí,
De-
española.
Español.
Para aprender. Entonces, there you go.
It's funny because Spanish. I don't know if he's Spanish. Anyways, when we talk to our friends, instead of writing like HA, they write JA.
Yeah.
Right? That's like.
That's funny. So yes, they're saying muy bien, chicas. Gracias. So there you go. And someone's watching from me at Miami. Que bien. I hope Miami and someone here, Brian from Seattle, I hope you guys are doing well in the U.S. We're so worried when we watch what's happening in the news and we're like, oh my gosh, it looks so crazy over there. So please just stay safe and, do as the health practitioners are telling you all to do. But yeah, okay, so back to the question that someone asked us was, what is your most favorite childhood memory? So go ahead, Angelique, what's yours?
Christmas with family.
Christmas with family.
Yeah.
So the one thing we don't get when we're
Yeah.
traveling, obviously, is family. So that's a tricky one because we're far away. So that's her favorite memory. Was it like just being with family or the culture or the Christmas or the cold? It was in Canada, so it's cold.
I don't know.
Just Christmas with family. What about you?
I don't really know. Okay, so if I say childhood memory, I'm gonna say like before teenage years, I guess. So I don't really know, but I would say maybe at the top of my head, either going on a ski camp with my school in Switzerland, that was really fun and just great memories. Or once when we were in America, we did like a train ride and we slept on the train, and that was really cool.
Oh, that's a cool memory. We want to do that in India too, by the way. Apparently there's a really cool train. You can sleep on it.
Yes.
What about you, Chloe? What's your favorite childhood memory? Because you're so old now. And it's so far back.
I don't really know. I don't really know because
Like, favorite memory.
Didn't you tell me one this morning?
yeah, but I don't know. That's not really,
Oh, okay, well, she's going to have to think about that.
I'll have to think about it.
You'll have to think about it. Okay, all right. Really fast, I'm seeing hello from Turkey. That's really cool. Awesome. Do you guys want to see where we're staying? You want to all see? I'm going to show you. I'll show you a quick view of what it looks like so you can get an idea. So right across from us is a airport, and it's super windy, so get ready for it because there's going to be like this sound.
For
okay?
those who have headsets.
Yeah, be careful if you're wearing a headset. Okay, so we're staying in a home exchange, which means we have access to this beautiful kitchen, this beautiful view. You see it? Here we go. This opens up, but like I'm telling you, it's winter here too, you guys. This is winter in New Zealand. Everyone's like, oh, it's so cold. But in reality, it's not cold at all. Here's where we're staying. So, There's beautiful Wellington. You see it? Absolutely gorgeous. Did you see it? I'm not sure, I couldn't see the screen, so I can't see what you guys are all seeing. Let me know if you saw it, okay? But yes. Isn't it gorgeous? It's amazing. And so you go down and you drive for maybe like 20 minutes max, and you're right in the downtown where they have all the buildings, the tall buildings, and there's not that many. And then they have something called a beehive. And here's what's hilarious. So I know this. I know that there's a beehive. And the other day we went to fly the drone so we can get some cool shots. It was like a non-windy day. It was perfect. And Tyler said to me, he goes, oh, there's a beehive. And bees, if you know this, they don't like the sound of the drone, or it does something like it attracts them because it goes, like a bee maybe. And so I'm like, oh, why did you tell me that? Now I can't fly the drone. And I was like really worried, thinking the bees are going to come after me and everything like that. And he goes, what are you talking about? I'm talking about the beehive. I'm like, yeah, why would you tell me there's a beehive? And he goes, no, like the Parliament building, the beehive. And I'm like, oh. It was just really funny. So anyway, that was a funny story. We got some really cool epic shots though, because it was a non-windy day. And when we've been here, great view. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. And this is like, it's just every day like this. Yeah. It's so pretty. Down below, I'm not sure, I wasn't sure how I was holding the laptop and I couldn't really see, but down below there's all these like surfers and kite surfers and everything like that. So it's really, really nice. Who's the boy behind you guys?
That's why we're confused.
Not sure.
There's a...
Okay, which European country would you suggest visiting? This is George asking. For low crowds, but safe and easy to get around. Okay. Top of my head, I would say definitely go check out Slovenia.
Is there low crowds?
There might be in 2021. There might be low crowds everywhere in the world.
Yes.
I don't know. Low crowds like Lake Bled could get really busy with busloads of, tourists. There's a lot of Asian tourists that come by busloads there. I think they go everywhere. But honestly, that's a gorgeous country in my opinion. It's very inexpensive. You've got Alps like Switzerland and Austria, and you've got the Mediterranean that you can go visit, and it's close still centrally in Europe where you can get to everything. And where else would you guys suggest? You can go anywhere in Europe. Where would you suggest someone to go? It depends on what you want to go do, right? What you want to see.
Yeah, definitely Slovenia. Poland's really nice.
Poland's really nice, especially in the summer.
Mm-hmm. Where else? Switzerland, of course.
Go see Switzerland.
Spain, for sure.
Spain's really nice.
Depends on how much time you have.
Yeah.
How much driving you want to do.
All of Europe's amazing.
I know this might sound funny, but in Spain they have these really cool bread slicers in the Lidl, and they slice your bread for you. It's funny, but they're really cool.
Well, first of all, in Europe you get fresh bread everywhere.
Yeah.
So the bread's delicious.
Like really cheap.
Everywhere you go. Yeah. It's really, for good bread, really good pricing. For safety though, in Europe, like everywhere is pretty much safe in Europe. I don't really feel unsafe ever.
No.
I mean, we don't go out at, 2 a.m. down crazy maybe roads or anything, but it's super safe. So you'll be fine. Yeah. Croatia's beautiful. You guys, we have... Okay, we're obviously behind. If you're following our videos, you know that we're behind on our posting because right now we're posting our European videos and here we are in New Zealand. But we're doing all of the Balkans, so our whole Balkans tour through Croatia and some of the islands. And man, oh man, you'll see how beautiful that is. If you can get there, that's also just amazing. But there are lots of crowds, especially in places like Dubrovnik, where you've got all of the people who love Game of Thrones. They're all there, and there's cruises coming in, so... Maybe not Dubrovnik, but some of the other areas are really cool. All right, what else? He was supposed to go to Slovenia. Yes, everything got canceled, right? Yes, awesome. Japan. That would be cool. Japan apparently is amazing as well. We'll definitely end up going there one day. And he says, hello, and Dad behind the camera. Oh, so you guys are all talking to each other. Very, very nice. Let us know if you have any questions. But what else was I going to say? Let's just quickly go over what are some of the cool things that we've seen here in New Zealand. Because well, first of all, we really fully discovered the whole South Island. Like, we've been on all the different walking trails. Well, not all of them, but we've done a lot of hiking and stuff. And even here, we did a hike. How was it? You guys explained the hike because it was pretty wild.
It was pretty steep, like going down, especially because you'd like trip a bit. And it was an hour walk.
It was 45 minutes up the steep hill. It was called Mount Cow. And Cow?
There's cows at the top.
There were cows at the top.
Cow.
And you go up, and you get the most epic view. You can see the South Island. You can see all of, I was going to say Queenstown, all of Wellington, and like just all the mountains, and it was absolutely gorgeous. And then, what else did we do here that was really cool?
So, something like iconic to do here is go to the Weta Workshop and the Te Papa Museum.
And what's the Weta Workshop? Because a lot of people, I didn't know what Weta Workshop was. What is Weta Workshop, Angelique? You can explain it.
Weta Workshop is like a workshop where they make all these things for the movies. For example, in Avatar, they make the blue people, whatever they're called. I don't know what they're called, but they make the sculptures of the people, or they do all these other cool movies. They do a lot of movies.
They made Lord of the Rings, then they make
Avatar, Narnia. They did the very
King
first...
Kong.
Okay, I have to tell you guys a story about King Kong, because it's really funny. So our tour guide was really nice. He was actually from South Africa. And what's funny is he goes, this guy came in, and he asked for a King Kong, like a monkey. And the people said, okay, what size? And he goes, big size. And he sounded really Russian. And in the end, it was this massive King Kong. Like, how big would you say it is? Like 2 times the size of me, high and like so big. And we asked him how much it was, and the guy said, you could have the King Kong or you could have a Lamborghini. That's how he presented it, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And he just put it in front of his house. That's all he did with it.
Mm-hmm. So another really cool thing is the Te Papa Museum, and someone asked, have we been? So yes, this museum is massive, like 6 floors, and you learn like all about their Maori culture, people who are here in the Pacific Islands, as well as like the earthquakes here in New Zealand, and basically everything is like their national
Did you know, to explain to them how the earthquaking, the safety of it works. So there's this engineer, he comes from Wellington, so from their capital city, and he created these like round structures that are rubber and steel inside. I don't know all the details, but basically they cut the buildings in half so that the foundation of the building is there, and then they put these round structures in so that if the ground shakes like that, the Parliament building, for example, that we were in yesterday, they did that to this. It'll shake 30 centimeters on each side so that the top
like the
doesn't...
basement?
Yeah.
So the basement might be shaking like this,
and the top might shake a little bit.
A lot less.
And then the other, the Te Papa Museum, they put the same structures in, and
but with 100 centimeters.
It can shake 100 centimeters, like side to side like that, which is wild, right?
And something really cool as well as this Te Papa Museum, they had a Weta Workshop exposition, meaning they built it there, and it was about the World War I and when they went and fought, and basically you have these real-life looking figures.
And someone's online from Turkey, so they were fighting actually on the shores in Turkey, in Gallipoli. So that was really interesting. We learned so much from that museum. It was really cool. So just backing up to some of the questions. Someone from Nicaragua. So cool to see you. We've got Warren that came on. Yay! Glad you finally joined us on a live. What's everyone's favorite countries? Oh boy, this is the question from everybody. Someone's saying, have we seen the Te Papa Museum? Yes, that's the one we just went to, and it was so cool. You need a full day to see everything in there. It was just amazing. Okay, so let's quickly go over the favorite countries and why. So let's just pick one thing, and let's pick something different. Let's be completely new. Let's say something new, because we always say the same things.
Okay, well, besides where we are and besides our home, like that?
No, you can pick anything, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Honest and true. Okay, I'm going to start. I get the first dibs. I get the easy one. I'm going to say New Zealand! And the reason why is because the people are so friendly. They remind us of the Canadians. Everyone's just super, super friendly, super warm, super like welcoming. They talk to you on the streets. So, for example, I was filling my money in a money machine, like a paying parking machine, and this lady came up and just started talking to me like out of the blue. And they do that, and it's just so welcoming. You're just like, oh, thanks for like just speaking to me. You know, it's just really nice, really, really nice people.
And also, New Zealand is all open up because it's COVID free, right?
Yeah.
And that's a nice thing because you don't have to wear a mask. You can go outside. There's no social distancing, none whatsoever. So it's nice.
So that during coronavirus times, it's quite nice.
Yeah.
Other favorite countries to be and visit?
Yeah. Go.
Well, I was going to say New Zealand too, but then that's the same thing. So.
You're allowed. New Zealand's starting to feel like a little bit like home. We've been here for so long.
Yeah.
We've been here for 4.5 months.
Yes. Yes. That's how they say yes. They say yes.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So they give them high hopes, and then they say no.
So we're all voting New Zealand as our favorite country right now because we're here.
Yes.
Okay, next time we move to the next country, it might be that one. There you go. All right. We always said we're going to make a video too about the top reasons we like this country, the top reasons we like that country, because there's different things you got to consider. Like if it has right now a big one, good health care. Like, is it a country you want to visit, or is it like a cheap country to visit, or an expensive country? Are the people nice, or is it easy to get around? Is it safe? Are you going there to go visit the nature, or do you want the city life, or do you want action, thrilling, seeking things? And one thing, to be honest, is actually in New Zealand you can get all of that, which is kind of cool. They have like crazy thrill seekers, like you can do all these like really nutty things, and then you've got all the nature and the beautiful bird watching. We went to this place called Zealandia. You guys probably, if you're Kiwis, you've heard of it. But basically they have all the native birds. And did you know how many? Is it like 80,000? Was there 80,000 unique species and like vegetation? Okay, so just to give you perspective, if you're watching from the UK, the United Kingdom is about the same landmass as New Zealand, and it has 2 indigenous, like, kind of either trees or animals, like, to its country. And here there's 80,000.
Yes.
Which is wild, right? So we saw all these different things that are native here.
Well, they have something called tutu, T-U-T-U.
Yeah,
and
what's a tutu?
A tutu is basically, it's a tree plant and has these little round balls. And once there was an elephant, they let it out, and it ate a few of these seeds, and it died because they're
like
poisonous.
Blueberries almost. Berries.
Yeah, and they're really, really poisonous. So
Don't
make sure you don't eat the
tutu tree. So someone said that there's the Parliament tour. We did that yesterday.
Yes.
It's so cool. And did you know that when you go to their Parliament, which is called the Beehive, you can actually go and sit as a tourist or as a spectator and watch their debates in the green room. And what's cool about the green room, Angelique, that you learned yesterday? Do you remember? Quiz time.
The green room, the queen can't go in because it's green. The queen can't go anywhere where it's green.
Yeah. Did you guys know that? So they keep, like, inside the Parliament, certain rooms. She can go in the red zones, right?
Whenever there's red carpet, she can go. Whenever there's green carpet, she can't go.
Yeah. So it's to keep it goes back from like 500 years ago.
And what's cool is
the royal
when
family
you
got
debate,
involved.
you can just go and see it's like seeing, let's say, Donald Trump just sitting there doing his speeches like it's nothing, you know?
Yep. So we're going to go watch and listen to Jacinda Ardern debate, and we're going to see what they're going to be talking about, which is really cool.
Unfortunately, you can't bring your phones or purses or anything inside those, so you can't take any photos.
No, but we'll describe it to you.
Yeah.
Someone says they're watching from Rotorua.
Oh, cool. Oh, Rotorua is going to be so much fun. There's like so many cool activities there to do, and it's very touristic-y, and we're really looking forward to all their hot springs. Apparently, there's this restaurant that you go to, and it's known for its mountain biking. So like I said, like New Zealand is known for its crazy activities and stuff, and they do all the mountain biking, like professional competitions, I guess you call it here. And there's this one path, and at the bottom, apparently, of the path, there's this restaurant where the parents can sit and you put your feet in the hot tubs and you drink beer. So it sounds really, really fun.
It's funny.
We don't know. They're laughing. Okay, someone's asking, which U.S. states and provinces have we been to? All right. Oh, boy. We've done a lot of the east side of the United States, not of Canada. So I haven't been to Nova Scotia. Haven't been to PEI.
Are we talking about Canada or U.S.?
Well, both. Yeah, but we've done a lot of the U.S., east and some of the west, I would say like Texas, California, Arizona.
We've kind of done
but we haven't done Oregon, Washington State, even Vancouver, guys. We haven't been to our beautiful Vancouver city of BC, so we have to go there.
Somebody said, "What are you eating over there in New Zealand?" Well, we're eating Thai food, Indian food, Italian food, sandwiches.
Lots of sandwiches.
Okay.
Not really
Chips.
New Zealand food.
No, their food here is like meat pies and
We've tried those.
fish and stuff. They have a lot of desserts we've tried. I was gonna say very quickly, though. Oh yeah, someone said Vancouver City is just like Auckland, which is surprising.
What is Lake Auckland?
Vancouver Island.
Oh, really?
That's interesting.
Because
well,
people
then-
said it.
Well, we're gonna love it. No,
They said-
I think yeah, I see what you're saying, but I don't think like the layout of it. Well, I don't know.
Well,
we don't know.
like the feeling of it, maybe.
I have no idea. I guess we're gonna find
Auckland
out.
region?
Hey,
Somebody
cool! We've got
said-
someone watching from Ontario. Yay! Watch
You
those
can't-
mosquitoes.
Leave New Zealand without doing bungee jumping.
Julia
no.
wants to.
I was like,
No. Okay, we met these people in Queenstown, and the limit you can go is 11 and up. And 10. their son, 10 and up. And their son at 11 years old jumped face down.
well, see, I'm gonna definitely try bungee jumping in the future when I'm a bit older, maybe. Well, I'm not sure. But if we're here for my birthday, I was like, in Auckland, you could jump off the skyscrapers and do like the quick jump. That'd be epic.
And in Rotorua, they do this swing that we're gonna do where you drop really high. So it is. We'll show you. We'll get some.
Well, it's not like
GoPro shots of
it's
that.
it's more like that one's still swinging, but it's not
It's
like
still
you're not
really
like
high.
jumping with a cord.
Someone asked, do people assume we're Americans instead of Canadians? So yes, all the time. But that's okay. We don't mind. We lived in Florida for quite some time. But it's funny to see the reactions of people like, oh, I'm sorry, because they feel bad that they mixed up our. But you know what? We do that here with not as much because now we know the Kiwis and the Australian accents a little bit, more.
Oh yeah.
But in the past, about a year ago, we would have mixed up a Kiwi and a New Zealander. I mean, a Kiwi and an Aussie easily. So there you go.
Someone says Cuba Street is great. Yes.
Yes, that's the coolest place ever. Do we have visas to be here? Yes, we do. So you know what? Anyone who came in right during coronavirus had an automatic extension on our visas till mid-September. And so we actually need to find out how to extend if we want to extend because we're not sure if borders will be opened up for us to go in and out to the islands after that. So that's the big question. We want to get to the Pacific Islands. And if the borders are still closed to come back, then it's going to restrict us for what we want to do. So we shall see. In saying that, if anyone, just happens to be watching and has a big boat that wants to join us around and get delicious baked things and cooking, and we'll take care of all the cooking, and just let us know. We're up for taking a boat around. That's one of the options that we're talking about.
Have you ever done blackwater rafting, meaning in a cave?
No,
we have
Never,
not.
ever. Never.
I don't think I want to do something like that.
No, we're going to do something really cool, though, where we're going to go paddle boarding, like on paddle boards, and then we get into these caves. In Rotorua, they have that as an activity, which is
we're
really
gonna
cool.
do whitewater rafting, maybe.
Mm.
So that'll be like the first.
Hey, we've got someone from Thailand, a new subscriber. Yes, thank you so much for subscribing. That's so awesome.
Do any of you play any instruments?
I started learning the guitar when we were in lockdown.
It's hard to travel with instruments, but me and Chloe used to play the piano a bit when we were in Spain, and then also guitar somewhat.
George is asking, what are we going to do about the more dangerous countries? This is a good question. Usually, when you're going to, quote unquote, like dangerous countries, there's usually one area of that country that is safer to visit, or an area that might not be, going through chaos. And so that's what we'll go to. Some places, obviously, you need to go with tour guides, others. So these are like big questions that we're asking ourselves as well. For certain countries, it's going to be really tricky and even to get into. But, we're determined, so we'll see how it goes. We also are following in the footsteps of people who've done it before us, so going on their advice as well. So let's see, what else? All right. Hey, thanks, Annie. Thanks for joining us.
Have a good night.
Yes, we are going to keep it short and safe as well. Florence is asking in French if we're coming back. We are not coming back yet to Europe, but we will soon. Here's the thing. We're going to be, it's beautiful in Europe right now. It's springtime, it's summer, and but we really want to get to, we're already this far in the world. Like, we're already to this side of the world, so we really want to stay within here and try and get to where we want to get to before we go back home.
The thing is, as well, it's almost fallish. It's going to be turning into fall in Europe. So if we leave now, then we'll be going from like winterish back to winterish again. If that makes sense. So we can stay here all summer and enjoy summer and then go home.
That's a good plan. That's one plan.
Or we go home for Canada and we can go see Canada spring. That'd be nice.
Do you guys have anything to track your travels? Scratch map, bin app. We want to get a scratch map.
Here you go, go to. So we have this map. Let me just show you this. Here, we have a map on our website. So if you go over to growingupwithoutborders.com, we have two maps. So that map right there shows you the different videos we have for each country, but we also have a map on our site that we kind of pencil in for each area in each country we visited. Angelique really wants to get a scratch map, but obviously we'd have to stay home. We're not going to really travel with the scratch map, but we want to get one of those because she thinks it would be so cool to have. But yeah, there you go. The other thing the girls started doing, if you don't know already, the girls are teaching geography classes. So if you want to learn geography from a kid's perspective, they're doing that. It looks like this: Geography Made Fun, learning geography from a kid's perspective from the Growing Up Without Border girls. And they teach from the different countries they visited with a lot of talking about the country and then imagery to show you what's happening in those countries, what it looks like. What else, girls? What are you teaching in there?
Everything, I guess.
Everything that's from their perspective, right?
Yes.
It's $5 a month if you want to join. You can go to growingupwithoutborders.com and check that out. So there you go. Yay! All right, you guys. So we're going to keep it short and sweet because if you can imagine, we have been like every single day sightseeing and seeing everything that there is here in Wellington.
Someone very quickly says, have you asked Jacinda Ardern for an interview?
We have not. So we interviewed the mayor of Queenstown, which was awesome. And it would be really cool to interview Jacinda. She's very approachable, and she would be amazing to do an interview with. So
anyone know her?
Anyone know her?
Personally?
Anyone have a connection? Actually, we do have a connection with there's a guy that we met his parents, and he works in the parliament here. So maybe we could just ask. It would be worth it, right? Which country do you not think you'd like as much before visiting that you enjoyed when you went there? Okay, what's a country that totally blew us out of the water?
Nicaragua.
Nicaragua? We didn't
know too much, and we were just going to pass through.
I thought Nicaragua would be dangerous, would be scary. I was really, really worried to actually go. Like, I was up at night, like, thinking this is not good. Of course, the more you read online, especially when they were going through political turmoil, the more you read, the more scared you get, and you're like, this is dangerous. What are we doing this for? And it was the total opposite. We got there. First of all, there was no tourists because everybody was scared to go. Everybody canceled their flights. And we discovered this little surf beach town, which normally has these party backpackers that are just there to, get drunk and do whatever they do. And it was like the total opposite. So we got there and it was amazing.
One of our favorite experiences probably there. Yeah.
Yes. And so we stayed for like 8 or 9 weeks.
Yeah.
So it was absolutely awesome. So yes, I would say Nicaragua as well. Other than that, I think Romania, for me, was also a country that I didn't expect it to be the way it was. And I really enjoyed Romania. I don't know why, because it was just beautiful and it had really nice, like, rolling hills, and we met really nice people. And that's another thing when you go to these countries. When you meet people, when you meet the locals, it changes your whole experience, right? And so it makes the country what it is. So I would say that. So there you go. We've inspired your desire to visit New Zealand. Yes! Oh, wait till you see the videos. You guys are going to be blown away by its beauty. It is so beautiful, and it's much bigger than you would expect, because on a map, of course, of the world, you look at the country and it looks like this tiny little, a couple islands, little islands around, and then Australia, which also on a world map kind of looks small, although it's massive. then you get here and you start driving, eh, girls?
Yeah.
And you drive, and you drive, and you drive, and it's
And
so
some
fast.
maps
It's so
don't
beautiful.
even have New Zealand on it, which doesn't make any sense.
Which maps don't have New Zealand?
IKEA.
IKEA doesn't have New Zealand on its map. What in the world is that? For real? Do you think so? That's what it shows?
I've seen another map too.
Well, the owner of IKEA lives in Lausanne, Switzerland. We will personally knock on his door and tell him to fix his map and get New Zealand on there.
in Sweden?
He's from Sweden, but he lives in Lausanne.
How was the ferry trip across the Cook Strait? Good. So if you go on a windy day, it gets super windy.
Yeah.
But if you go on a nice day, it's really calm.
Like, I heard it's windy like this. Like, the boat goes like this.
Cars crash sometimes.
But no.
It was flat. It was nice.
Yes. It was really good. And we actually had sunshine. Like I said, like, everybody talks about how terrible the weather is and how windy it is and how cold it is. And honest to God, cold for these guys is not cold. You know, we're born and raised in Canada, you guys.
Yeah.
We're used to we're not really used to it because you can't get used to minus 20. But, you know, it gets to be minus 20, minus 25 with the windshield. And in this country, you've got like 10 degrees with wind and maybe some rain that's sideways. But it's nothing, nothing compared to what it's used like. So we're going to keep it short and sweet. We just wanted to quickly bring you up to speed, give you an idea of where we are. Let me show you one more time the view so that you guys can see it. One more time. Enjoy this beautiful view of Wellington, New Zealand. Ready for the wind? Here we go. There it is. I'll put you behind the glass so it's not as windy. It's gorgeous, right? I mean, that's not the city center, but just to give you an idea, it's very sprawled out like that with like mountains of homes everywhere. It's absolutely gorgeous. So there you go, girls. Come say goodbye.
Yes,
The girls.
You show them what you're doing.
The girls are so funny.
Girls, come show them.
Oh, she like just can't get enough of chocolate.
I've got peanut butter.
Peanut. Pigs, peanut butter, and chocolate. All right, time to go. The girls are getting hungry. So thanks for watching, you guys. Let us know your questions. Make sure you follow us on Instagram if you don't already. And before we let you go, I wanted to ask one more question. There's this new thing that they have on YouTube called memberships. And so we were toiling with the idea of that. Let us know in the comments what you would like to see in the membership. So we were going to do live only for members, custom emojis and little badges and stuff that you can put on the live chats. Let us know if that's something that you want to do, if it's interest to you, and yeah, let us know. So,
very quickly, someone says, do you guys want to go to Antarctica? Yes, for sure.
Okay.
I don't really want to go, but I'll go for the journey, for the adventure of it.
And pull a lunch.
Okay, yes. All right, you guys, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys in another week or